So the Care Act gives us as advocates the responsibility to challenge. Section 67 within our role says very clearly that if a decision is not being promoted or protecting somebody's rights, if we feel that a decision is not in line with the wellbeing principle, any point in the Act, if something is not being upheld, and we're aware of that we can challenge. And it's not just we can, it's a we must. It's a duty that we challenge if the local authority are not adhering to the legislation. So if we are working with somebody who has capacity, we of course always are led by them. So it's up to them whether they wish to challenge. However, if we are working with someone who is unable to do so because they lack capacity, then we have a duty to challenge the local authority about that decision-making process to uphold their well-being. So the process is that you would have some concerns and you would write a report. There's no template or in the guidance or the code of practice as to what that looks like. So it's about keeping to facts, it's about asking the questions and raising the concern. The local authority has the responsibility then to respond to you in writing. They may ask you to come in for a meeting, but they must convene a meeting to discuss it and then respond in writing to you. So advocacy obviously has a broader area for challenging decisions. So we always start, don't we, with the simple questions, just ascertaining the facts, just enabling someone to realise that perhaps they might not be doing what they should be doing. So it's that simple questions. We always can use the complaint system. We have our monitoring officer. If we're very sure that something is not statutory correct, then involve that monitoring officer, even if it's just copying them in. If we're working under a Dole's procedure, then obviously we'd go to the Court of Protection. So it's about finding those leads and lines that the correct place the complaint should go to. We have the appeals process is still a proposed process. It's not currently live. And the appeals process can be used when you're challenging specific decisions within the Care Act that have been made. So as advocates, don't be frightened to challenge. It's central to our role. It's what we are there for, is that extra safeguard to ensure that processes and decisions are taken with thought, not just made because somebody said so, but somebody's considered and thought about all the options. So don't be frightened. There is nothing wrong with asking the simple questions. I'm amazed at how much that gets us through to a social worker when we don't come in ballsy and challenging, but we do say, have you thought about, can you provide me or can you show me where you thought about? So don't be frightened, okay? Just go for it. That's what we're there for.